Well, this is day 2. I left those samples of diesel and petrol overnight. What are the results? Well, they are kind of surprising. Now, I'm going to hold these up so you can see them a bit better. This is the diesel. You can see perhaps the different shade of where the methanol's been at the top, the methyl hydrate's been at the top, but you can see the water is still in the bottom. There, perhaps you can see it better there. The petrol has gone like that. Now look. Before there was water separate, but now there's sort of methanol or methyl hydrate and petrol. But it didn't blend in together. Let's have a look. So I was kind of surprised about that. I didn't know what was going on there. I thought it would come in. Now, the thing is, the diesel experiment, waste of time. This stuff, no good in diesel. Alright, so we can forget that completely. But going on to this, you can probably see why you need a water separator in diesel. Because if that freezes in your diesel line, you're screwed. And you can't get it out with this. So, regularly check your water separators. On the TD5, it's built into the filter, and it's the same on the 200 and 300 TDIs. They have a water separator at the bottom of the filter, if you've ever noticed. And also on the 2.5s and other diesels, the aluminium casting that goes underneath, that's got a tap in there as well. Also on some diesels, on earlier diesels, they had another water separator near the tank. Pre-TD5s, they were near the tank, so drain those out regular. So now what are we going to do? Well, I've thought of another experiment. What I'm thinking about doing is getting down to that liquid there, drain this off, put it in the parts washer, put this back in the tank. Well, apart from the water, I'll work that out later. In fact, now we've got some handy funnels. And let's get to that liquid and see if it catches fire. Right, so what I've done, doing a bit of tidying up. What I've done, I've got hold of some of the liquid. I've moved everything that's flammable over to the other side over there. But this is a little bit of that liquid, which should be water and methanol. Now, the reason why I want to see if it catches fire, to see if it's flammable enough to go through the fuel system. So I'm going to put a little bit in here, in this little dish. It's all science, you know. We'll see if it can catch fire. I better move these rags out of the way. And it does! Look at that! So that means that liquidy stuff will go through your fuel system. Isn't that good? Isn't that interesting? I never thought of that. Well. Now, but does it still freeze? We don't know. So, as another experiment, I'm going to take... where am I going to do? Oh, right, get rid of this. Clean it out. Clean this out here. So it does catch fire. Isn't that interesting? That's why you can use it in there. Oh, that's good. So what I'm going to do now is take the rest of this here, the stuff that's in the bottom of here. There, that's better. You can see it now, can't you? It does sort of separate out, but I'm going to put it in our scientific creme brulee pot, and I'll take the rest of this out. Science, like Magnus Pike. And we're going to do 2 experiments. There we go. 1, will it evaporate? 2, will it freeze? Now, I'm going to put this outside and I'm going to put it in my barbecue because obviously I won't be using it this year, well, this season, but it'll give us an indication of whether this will freeze with the same amount of water, because remember, it had one of these of methyl hydrate and one of these of water. So obviously we know it's mixed together and it burns. So, you know, the water's got absorbed into the methyl hydrate, but it'll still fire up, even on the worst of cars. So, the diesel, well, what are we going to do with the diesel? What are we going to do with this? It's got water in it, but will water and diesel freeze? Oh, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Let's get rid of that. And let's put... where are we going to put that diesel? Let's see. Shove it in this tin for now. So we'll reduce the level of this. We'll reduce the level of that. Whoa, not that tin. Oh, it doesn't matter, it can stay there. And put it into this dish here. Because like I say, it's going to be -17 tonight. Oh, we'll give it a mix up, eh? What fun that is, isn't it? It's like science. Look, now you can see it. All mixed up there. You see it now? All bubbly. Will that water freeze in diesel? Will this, with the methanol and... I keep calling it methanol. Will the methyl hydrate and water separate and freeze? I don't think it'll separate. But what a lot of fun, eh? You say that nothing ever happens here. It's all go. I love it. So let's do that. And then we'll come back to it tomorrow. God, that's so interesting, isn't it?